It's almost Thanksgiving. So instead of a Thursday mortgage minute report, I'm giving it to you today because tomorrow I'm sure I'm going to be in a food coma and I sure hope you'll be enjoying it too. We are stuck in the middle and we have a pivoting report upcoming that could really set the tone for mortgage rates in 2023. I am Julie Herman, your mortgage gal for life, and this is the Mortgage Minute. Now, we're stuck between two very important rates and inflation, and those combined can set the tone for how mortgages work in 2023 and maybe even longer. 2 weeks ago, we had one of the biggest consumer pricing index reports that we've probably seen recently in the history of CPI reports. And that was the catalyst for the drop in mortgage rates because it showed inflation was dropping, and mortgage bonds love inflation dropping. Quick recap in case you're new here. The CPI report is the report that compares last month's expenses for American households versus the prior month and compares to the same timeline a year before. It shows what 93% of the entire population in the US is paying for goods and services. It's one of the biggest factors that the feds take in account when gauging how inflation is doing and how they should be reacting. When we look at September CPI report compared to October's that was just released 2 weeks ago, it's showing a decline in what households are spending for goods and services. And that's showing that inflation is cooling off. That is fantastic for you and me and what we've been waiting to see, and why it can be a huge marker in what we see in 2023, because these reports are a month behind as their lagging indicators. Now, in a couple weeks in December, we'll have November CPI report. And should that carry through and show inflation is coming down, this next month's numbers that come out, and I'm going to call it and say that that data is going to come in less than the prior report, and it's going to showcase a continuous downward motion on inflation. You'll start to see the relief in coming months at grocery stores and at the gas pumps. It's not going to cost you as much, and that's a huge relief for everybody. That will trickle into mortgage rates and bond demand and stock market activity. We want to see that happen. Now, will you see rates like you did during COVID? No. And I hate to say this, we don't want that rate again. Mortgage rates getting to 5% and staying stable there for some time, that's going to help destabilize housing and put us in a good balanced market. Traditionally, mortgage rates under 4% cause a buyer frenzy, and that spikes home prices. We don't want double-digit appreciation again. That's not healthy for longevity in a housing market. And we also don't want interest rates so high that people can't afford to purchase. That's not healthy either, and that's going to cause inflation. The market is unpredictable, and if there was some sort of magic ball to look into and see what rates would do, we'd be buying that sucker. But there is only data and research. So watch the spending this week. Don't go crazy on Black Friday. Work on your budgets and keep a strong pulse on the market with me as we wait for this next huge report in December. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you get some time to enjoy it with your friends and family. I'm Julie Herman. This is your Mortgage Minute.